more than you should have. Hey dolls, welcome back. So this story is what I like to call The Time I Was Farmed, Part 1. Yes, I went back because I'm nuts, so there will be a Part 2 coming soon. Okay, so I'm in college and I'm in a sorority. One of my sorority sisters is super involved with the American Red Cross. She helps organize a lot of blood drives on campus and is always encouraging us to go and donate because, you know, there's a blood shortage. On that note, if you are able to donate and you can donate and are willing to donate, please donate blood. Don't let the story discourage you, and maybe not, if not with the American Red Cross, with some other blood bank, because there is a major shortage and you can help save lives. Okay, back to the story. My sorority sister messages in our group chat and goes, hey, we still have some open slots available at the center. If you want to swing by, like, it would be greatly appreciated. And I hadn't signed up yet, and I had never donated blood, so I was like, hey, this would be great. I want to donate blood and help save lives. Cool, sign me up. So I scheduled my appointment for 11 because I had class at 1 p.m. So I got to the center. I sign in, everything. They're like, great. They give you that pamphlet to read with all like the note, like the know-hows of how donation works and blah, blah, blah. It's cool. So I fill out my waivers, everything, then I'm just waiting. Then we go to the table where you're supposed to like lay so that they can like start draining you of your blood. And I was like, okay. So I like get there, like roll up my sleeves, and they're like, oh, like you're just gonna be like laying here, like squeezing this little ball thing. So like if you wanna like get music ready, whatever, so you can just like relax. And I was like, okay, cool. So I like put in my headphone, like I'm ready. I'm like so chill. I'm like, haha, like look at me donating blood, so grown up. So then she goes to put like the little needle into my vein to start taking my blood away, but missed. And it happens to me a lot. Like, I guess I have like little veins. I don't know, it's just like very difficult for people to like find my veins. Like, I always get multiply pricked, so I was like, okay, it's fine, whatever. Instead of like pulling it out and trying it again, she just kind of like wiggles it around in there, and I'm like trying not to like scream because I have a pretty high pain tolerance, so I'm just sitting there being like, we're fine, everything is fine. She's just like moving things around in there, and so finally I guess she like gets it. I'm just like, oh, I don't feel great, but fine. She gets it in, and I just like lay there, and I'm just like squeezing the little bally thing, and then she left. She went on her lunch break. So no one was really watching me. I thought that she had gotten like another nurse to like cover for her, but she's like, oh, like I'm going on lunch, blah blah, and like left. So I'm like sitting there like squeezing this ball, like whatever, listening to music, relaxing, and it's my first time donating blood. I don't know how long I'm supposed to be laying there. Quite a bit of time passes, and all of a sudden this man comes over to my table, and he's like, oh, like we're just gonna check to see if you're done. Looks under the bag, like looks under the table, like that's where like the bag of blood is hanging. Looks under and goes, oh, I think you're done. And then she's like, this like ghostly pale, like his voice went up an octave, was like freaking out. And I was like, is everything okay? He's like, no, you're fine. No, we just like took a little bit more blood than we should have, but like, it's not an issue. I'm like, excuse me? What? What do you mean you took more than you should have? So I'm freaking out. I'm a tiny person. For reference, I'm just like 5'2", very little. And so I'm like, okay, interesting. And so I'm just like laying there, and then he like takes the needle, like runs to like get like the needle out of my arm so that it'll like stop taking like my blood. And then the new person turns to me and goes, oh, don't worry, we just took a little bit more blood than we should have, but don't worry, like it's not gonna harm you. It's just like a paperwork thing for us, just because like we took more, and so now we have to fill out some paperwork. So they like leave the side of my table and go start talking like behind my head. Like I'm like laying here. They go to like their table, which is like behind me, so I can like still kind of hear what they're saying. They're like, oh my god, we took double the amount of blood that we were supposed to. Oh my god, we took. So I start freaking out, and I text my mom and I go, Mom, like what do I do? What do I do? They just took so much blood from me. Like, apparently they took like double what they were supposed to or something. And I'm freaking out on the table. My mom's at work, doesn't respond right away, so I'm like, ah! And so they come back over, and they're like, we want you to stay here for an hour. We just want to monitor you just to be safe. And I was like, okay. And I look at the clock, it's 12 and I'm supposed to be at class at 1, and I go, so I have class at 1 actually, so do you mind if I go? And they're like, no, you should not leave. Like, we do not advise you leaving right now. And they're like, I think your professor will understand you have to miss class. I was like, oh, okay. So I like grab my phone and I like start to email my professor an hour before class, and it was a lab. It's the first day. It's the first week of class, so she doesn't know who I am. And I'm just like, I'm so sorry. I went to donate blood, and there was an incident, and now I feel super woozy, and I can't walk, and they're holding me here for an hour. And I'm like, this is why I'm missing lab. I'm so sorry. Can I come in tomorrow? So finally, I go, I'm so sorry. Can I leave? And they're like, after like 30 minutes. I'm like, no, I want to leave. And they're like, no, like, I think you should stay here for the full hour. And I go, no, I'm leaving. And they're like, okay, let us help you up. So they like help me up, and as I like come up, I was like, oh my god. And they're like, do you want to stay? And I'm like, no, I need to leave. So it's like a 10-minute walk back to my dorm. So I like grab my backpack and I like trudge over like a zombie, like half dead. And I like go to like lay in my bed. And as I go like lay down, like my sweetmate Sabrina comes over and she goes, dude, like, are you okay? You're like pale white, like, what's wrong with you? And I'm like, I went to donate blood. I don't feel well. And I just like collapsed on my bed and was out for like 3-4 solid hours. Just like, so then when I wake up, my roommate is like freaking out, being like, oh my god, are you dead? Like, what happened? And I was like, no, I donated blood and they took too much. And she was like, what do you mean they took too much? I'm like, they just took too much. And so we like grab our laptops and start researching like how much blood you're supposed to take. Yeah, no, the amount that you're supposed to donate, like my bag was like bursting at the seams with my blood. And apparently if you go above a certain amount of blood in these bags, I think, like, I'm still not completely sure on how this works, but if you go over a certain limit, they can't use that donation because of the amount of like coagulants and stuff. Like the blood is like not like it can't be used to donate. So it's like, great. So I don't even think my donation counted. And then as we're researching this, because there's not a lot of info on this on the interweb apparently, we come across this article about blood farming and how that's like an actual thing that happened. And Sabrina starts going, Ami, you were farmed! You were farmed! They took too much! Your blood is drained! And the best part was, the night that I was farmed, I was interviewing for this position to start like working at a clinic. And so in order to like work at this clinic, they want you to be bilingual. So I was going to get my Spanish proficiency interview done, and I like walk to the building and I'm like dying, and they're like, okay, so we're gonna say some phrases in Spanish, you just have to translate them directly into English. I'm like, I'm so sorry, could you repeat that please? And they're like, sure, so we're going to be asking you some Spanish phrases, just translate them into English, then later you're gonna hear English and you're gonna translate it into Spanish. And I'm like, okay. First one. Hi, my name is Bill. I'm here because my heart hurts. Hola, mi nombre es... I'm sorry. Could you repeat the sentence? So yeah, that's how that interview went. Eventually, like, I, like, mustered up, like, no, like, you're blowing this interview, you need this job. And so I, like, got it together and was able to, like, do it more rapid fire. And then when it was, like, they would give me Spanish and I have to translate it into English, it was, like, boom, bam, done. Like, super quick. And then, like, oh, wow, like, that was awesome. And I'm like, goodbye. And I just got up and left. To this day, I don't know why they hired me, but I kid you not, I'm pretty sure they thought I was stoned. And I'm like, not stoned, just lost all my blood. So yeah, if you're ever donating, make sure that people are attentive to how much blood you are losing. Don't just lay there like I did and listen to music and assume everything is handy dandy, especially when the nurse goes, I'm off to lunch, and leaves you. So yeah, leave in the comments below any weird stories you have of similar situations, if you have any. If not, leave me a comment about fun stories you want to hear next. I've lived a life, weird things happen to me all the time, so just let me know what you want to hear. Alright, bye guys.